Hey guys, we're back with Fate Grand Order. Last time I was like, okay, that's the last one for the day. But then, that was a lie. We're back with Chapter 19. We're going to get to the end. This quest is no battle. Start quest! Section 19. Star of the beginning. We look up at the sky. Gilgamesh? So you're back, Horsey. Let's begin the briefing. First, the soldiers report. Yes, my king. Currently, there are 306 citizens left in Uruk. Of those, 212 are soldiers and the rest are civilians. Initially, the citizens refused to evacuate, then the king spoke to them, and they agreed to evacuate to the northern wall. Of the citizens who had already escaped to the northern wall, there are 157 survivors. After this afternoon's Lamu attack, there are now 38 surviving soldiers. Altogether, there are 500 humans left alive in Sumer. Jeez. 500? That's all? I'm sorry, that report must be mistaken, right? No, it's correct. Between the two Lamu attacks and the sea encroachment, the first dynasty of Uruk has fallen. On the bright side, if we beat Tiamat, clear the singularity, they all come back to life. Even if we make it through this predicament, the kingdom cannot be maintained. It'll only go into decline. What? Do not despair. Even if we perish, as long as Sumerian culture survives, there will be others who will follow in our footsteps. As for the Lamu, they've split into two groups. One group stops on the spot and turns into a spear as soon as the sun sets. The other flies back to Tiamat and guards her surroundings. So, Yomani Archiman, you've had almost half a day. Presume you're finished with your analysis of Tiamat? Of course. Tiamat's specs and abilities are exactly as stated in the report I submitted to you. Oh, do you think we have our Pokédex entry yet? Horsey, you should take a look at it later. The material data on the terminal over there has been updated. Yep, okay. I'm going to read that after I'm done. Like, with Chapter 22. Because I looked it up. That's a single 0 IP node, if I remember correctly. So I imagine that won't be too quick. I didn't look at 20 and 21, though, so I don't know how many arrows they are. I remember 21 being long, but 20 could be anything. Let's hope it's one arrow. This is good work. Curse it. Are you on Tiamat set or something? There's nothing in here about our weaknesses. Believe me, I wonder at least one possible method of attack. But the report is accurate. She's just perfect, with no physical or mythical shortcomings. We're no match for her. When you say that with tears in your eyes, I suppose it can't be too hard on you. Good work. You can return to your post. But we can't lose control of our emotions here. Well, Jaguar Warrior, what's your take on Tiamat? She's huge, gigantic, and positively awesome. Nonsense. I'm not asking for your idiotic human impression on her. Use your animal instincts to tell us something useful. Oh, you mean that? She gonna transform into Mafia Taiga? At her speed, she'll reach the coast in half a day. Guessing it'll take her about a day to get from there to Uruk. That's fast. All we can do is intercept her. Why is she targeting Uruk? Because the Seiya and Gilgamesh are the symbols of Sumerian civilization. Tiamat sees things differently from your eye, yes? To her, humans in the land are a single life form. Tiamat is after Uruk, the heart of this land, driven by her primordial instincts. So that's why she's ignoring my temple. Even if Mount Ebed disappears, civilization will carry on. But if Uruk and this golden dummy are annihilated here, Mesopotamian civilization itself will vanish. That's right. If you wish to protect human history, you have to stop Tiamat at all costs. But no attacks work on Tiamat. I tried to create an opportunity, but I didn't think she would be quite so enormous. We can either stop her nor drive her back. Why is Tiamat invincible anyway? Oh, on that point, I do have a theory. Tiamat, actually I believe all the beasts have individual differences. Of all of them, Tiamat's inborn nature is to never experience death. No matter what she does, death will never find her. HorseyEatYou destroying Tiamat's rain out at sea more or less proved the theory. So she regenerated after she died. Isn't that just resurrection? People die when they are killed. No, it's different. It's more retrogression than regeneration. I know this sounds absurd, but stay with me. Tiamat is the mother of all life in existence. The very fact that we're alive proves her existence. That's why there's no way to destroy her. It's paradoxical, but as long as life continues to exist on land, Tiamat, Beast 2, will never die. I think, from everything we have on the Japanese server, we've seen 3 of the beasts so far. Of the 7. Don't quote me on that. I'm not going to say who the 2 I know are. She is the beginning and the end. The only way she could be affected by the normal laws of physics and be harmed is that the last thing on the world to die. We definitely can't beat her. I mean, there's no point. To defeat Tiamat, first the human race would need to... All life on Earth would have to die out. That's right. That's why I had no choice but to report that she's invincible. As long as he's like, okay, we kill the 500 people here, and then there's only me, and I don't count because I'm from the future. So then what about the opposite? Exactly. Brazen of you to think as I do. Ereshkigal, are you there? Shush, be more respectful when you're trying to call a goddess. I've been busy taking care of souls since yesterday. I don't even take a dead man's help at this point. Well, there's plenty of them. First of all, I didn't lend you the Mirror of Curse so you and I could chat. It's just an apology for everything I've done. It's... Give me a moment. Just go, freshen up in front of the mirror. Ereshkigal, goddess of the underworld, is here in all of her splendor. Do you have business with me, King of Ayuk? Ereshkigal, you're being so formal all of a sudden. Ha, you must be prettier than the celestial goddess. It's like some soul searching the underworld has made you more ladylike. Why are you looking at me, Goldie? Stop smiling at her, Horsey. You're embarrassing me 2 times over. The fact of the matter is I called you here to ask a favor. Currently, Tiamat is heading for Ayuk. She'll arrive in 2 days. If we don't defeat her, Mesopotamia will fall. However, Tiamat will not die as long as there is life on Earth. Therefore, Mistress of the Underworld, I want you to attend to Tiamat. If death cannot touch her in a world full of life, send her down to a world devoid of life. In the Underworld, wouldn't she be the last living thing? Huh? What are you talking about? Someone mother to my Underworld? When did you say send? You seriously said send her down? Of course! Ereshkigal, goddess of Kur, in the name of thy god I command you. Open the gate of the Underworld across all of Ayuk and bind the beast of disaster that calls itself Tiamat down in the bowels of the earth. That is your role after wreaking havoc with the 3 Goddess Alliance. Consider this to be your atonement. Huh. What's impossible is impossible, and that's impossible! Are you telling me to bring the Underworld directly beneath Ayuk? How do you expect me to do something so ridiculous? I guess I have no choice. Then you'll do it? Well, yes. After all, if I don't, Mesopotamia will be wiped out, right? I've been listening all this time, ever since you returned to the surface. All the time, actually. So I know what King Gilgamesh is talking about. To be honest, I was even a little impressed. I knew it! I knew the Underworld was the way to go. Ishtar, you should do some soul searching so you can be less useless. But, being convinced and doing it are 2 different things, Gilgamesh. Do you really think covering the entirety of Ayuk with a whole of death is a simple task, even for me? Just doing it in my jurisdiction of Kuth the city was a major undertaking. As big as Ayuk is, it'll probably take me at least 10 years. What? 10 years? I don't have that kind of time. Well, actually, since I hit Ayuk, I might have been plotting something the whole time, so give me 3 days and I'll be ready. You and Ishtar are 2 of a kind. Oh, stop. Now you're embarrassing me 3 times over. Brilliant, Ereshkigal. But you and I need to chat a little more later. So, we have to buy 3 days. If we can manage to drop Tiamat into the Underworld, then defeating her may not be impossible. But what are we going to do about the time issue? Tiamat will arrive here in Ayuk in 2 days. Ereshkigal needs 3 days to prepare the gate to the Underworld. If we defeat Tiamat after Ayuk falls, we won't be able to repair the collapse of the foundation of humanity. You people will have to deal with that. My hands are full preparing the gate. 2 days. Or even 1 day. We need to hold Tiamat off at least that long. But how? Next time Marduk is broken. Fear not, I already see a strategy for victory. Here's a chance for Ishtar to actually be useful. Why me? Oh, I see, with Ishtar, certainly. Oh, that's right, yes, I'll be a cinch with Ishtar, yes. So that's how we'll do it. You're amazing, Ishtar. Is Ishtar gonna sacrifice herself? Yes, it's just like Marlon said. What's going on? Good question. Why is everyone except for Horsey so excited? You're just playing dumb. What a nice way of showing us the ace up your sleeve. But enough of that. Come on. Call on Gugulana. Oh! Yeah. Yes, Gugulana, the Bull of Heaven, who serves Ishtar. Said to be as big as a mountain and Sumir's greatest holy beast. I bet Gugulana could stop Tiamat in her tracks. Yes, of course, that's right. By Gugulana, yes. Let's say hey, Gugulana can even make the Tigris River run dry. I heard about that from the people over you, yes. They all said Ishtar's servant, Gugalana, is a holy beast to be feared. The priest you too, Ishtar, yes. A holy beast that none of the other gods could tame, but I hear that you managed to bring it to its heel first by being strict, then by being more strict. Yes, that's right. Gugalana's like my, vehicle. But everyone, I think you're making too big a deal out of it. Gugalana isn't really that great. It wouldn't be of any use against Tiamat. Gugalana! Gugalana! Oh. What's the matter? You don't look well. Normally we'd all have to listen to your irritating high-pitched laughter while you brag about how great he is, even though it's not even yours originally. No, don't tell me. No, I don't have Gugalana. What did you say? I don't have it, I lost it. I lost it somewhere. I think it was in the north, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I even searched all through Babylon, but I just can't find... That's what she was looking for! In the very beginning! Just can't find head nor hair of Gugalana. Speechless. You stupid, useless, bratty goddess! Why do we even bother recruiting you? Well... Is that what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days? I understand holding a clay tablet that reads worst goddess. Well, this is just perfect, and right when we're one step away from having a workable plan. Now we're up against a wall. All of us at Chaldea want to agree on the strategy of luring Tiamat to Oyuk, then sending her to the Underworld. But there just isn't enough time left. You could go up against Tiamat and just accept that you die, or get swallowed up by the mud, but then it would be even worse off. I understand holding a clay tablet that reads worst goddess. Fine. Adjourned. This war council is taking a break. Whining will do us no good. We have no plan, but hastiness is also the height of folly. And HorseyEatYou is exhausted. Let us rest our weary bones here. Are you giving us a day off? There isn't much time until dawn. This will be our last chance to relax in our yoke. Everyone, replenish your energy. But don't stop thinking. Is it Umineko? We're not going to sleep and just give up. We're going to get through tonight so we can survive tomorrow. That was a Umineko reference. Don't stop thinking. What's it going to be? Oh, yep. Yeah, I want to see something. Do we have your full profile? Or... Yes, we do. I kind of thought that we might unlock more as we go on, but... Oh, she's works for, I don't know how to say her name. Aoyuki? She's shooting dojis, right? Okay, thank you. I actually forgot about that. Spirit Origin listed material has been updated. Yeah, let's go look at our Pokédex for a second. Do we have? We're missing 3. Gorgon? Since we haven't seen the real Gorgon yet. Medusa Lily? Oh, we never ended up using her. And... what's the last one? Is it everyone? Is there another, like, beast, like, Tiamat there? No? I don't know who that is. Oh, it's probably Merlin. That makes sense. We'd never use Merlin either because... Oh, it's another 0 AP. We're all dialogue. Here with the sun? Is this Kingu's perspective? Just a guess. Oh no, we're here in the embassy. Hey, I dropped by to say hi, Horsey. So this is the famous Chaldea embassy. I'm a bit surprised, I guess. Yep. It's eventually someplace more like a palace. But I like it. Seems homey. In the way, when's dinner? So this is the equivalent of a... Camelot had like a... This is the night before the final battle chapter. I guess this is that. Expecting something like a warm Chaldean family meal. If you're hungry, Jaguar, I'll happily make you something, yes. How about yaks, topped with salt? It's just yak salt! Dang it! So I'm gonna cook my own meat then? And Jaguar goes off to the kitchen. What brings you here, Quetzalcoatl? What else? It was your scent, of course, Horsey. Okay, that's weird, but... Well, to tell you the truth, I had nowhere else to go. Most everyone is dead. If they're surviving our yokes, Jaguar and I were enemy goddesses, no? I don't want to make them uneasy on their last night, so let me stay here, okay? Well, don't worry, we have plenty of rooms, you know, Ushi's, Benkei's, Leonidas's, Sidoris. I don't think she actually slept here, but Still. Quetzalcoatl, did you know about Tiamat? Oh, you mean the cylinder seal I showed you at you do? Yes, I knew about Tiamat. And that Gorgon had synchronized with her consciousness, and had convinced herself she was Tiamat's second coming. But I was a bad goddess, so I couldn't tell you or Gorgon the truth, no. Wanted to be Gorgon's friend, though. That cylinder was the most I could tell you. It was my way of saying, be careful, there's more to come. Why didn't you just tell us? You didn't tell us for Gorgon's sake? Well, yes. For that one time, I was on Gorgon's side, not humanity's. I wanted you, no, all of humanity, to truly hate her. I wanted you to all go up against her with everything you had. If you had known Gorgon was a fake and the truth that lay behind her, you would have pitied her and taken her lightly. I didn't want that to happen. That's why I couldn't just come out and tell you. Well, you found me out anyway, huh? Horsey. Pathetic, no? Thanks. For Gorgon's sake, too. I mean, we're thanking you for, you know... We could have talked it out with Gorgon, but no, we couldn't have. Sniff. No, thank you for staying with her until the end. Never mind. You can get all mushy, you know. Food's yeti, lamb with rock salt, cooked jaguar style. So what are you talking about? Let me join in. We're figuring out how to run away tomorrow? Yes, we're saying that if we sacrifice the goddess, we might be able to stop Tiamat. Heart. Yeah, have my meat. You can't get you nice and plump if you're hungry. Seriously? It's been 6 centuries since Cuckoo's been nice to me. Wait, didn't I get killed around then? Well, whatever. I'm sure it's fine. My life can save you. That's fine with me. Jaguar made a bro. Is this what Stockholm Syndrome looks like? Huh? No way. Cuckoo and I are rivals. Our lives are of equal worth. If I die and Cuckoo survives, that's okay. If Cuckoo dies and I survive, that's perfectly fine. That's our relationship. Since we can't be together, we keep things balanced that way. If the good god is strong, people turn good. When an evil god is strong, they turn evil. We can never both be successful, no. So it's rare for us to be in a situation like this. Strange that Jaguar and I both want the same thing. It's never happened in the myths. No, it's not the same. I only thought of defeating Cuckoo. But Cuckoo's different. This time around, everything she's been doing is to save humans. So why did you join the Three Goddess Alliance? I already told you. I enjoyed fighting, so I joined the Alliance so I could kill human... That's a lie! Cuckoo joined so she could stop the other goddesses. I mean, those goddesses were the sort to stop after just a firm talking to. The plan was to get the Uruk girl first, so she could stop them from exterminating all humanity. Kodo was a good big sister. It's not fair. Wasn't able to be a good big sister. But I did do my best, yes. If I get another chance, I want to try to get along with Gorgon better. Quetzalcoatl's so good. Holy, how did I not know this? Ishtar? Were you resting? Yes, I was enjoying the night breeze while I watched what's become of Uruk. What about you, Mashu? Why aren't you with Horsey? Senpai's at the embassy. She was to clean her room one last time. What? That's silly. So like her. By this time tomorrow, either Uruk will be gone or you'll have beaten Tiamat and be heading back to your own era. That's... No, I can't say for sure. But I don't think Senpai is thinking about Uruk being destroyed. I don't think she's sad about leaving either. It's really just a natural gesture to show gratitude. She's been in this town longer than any other before. So it's not about getting attached, it's just something normal for a human to do. You two must have gone through a whole lot of goodbyes. You don't see them as something to mourn. Goodbyes are always going to come. You can't get through life if they make you sad all the time. So you send them off with as much appreciation as you can, and rejoice in the fact that you met, that you lived to say goodbye. Your order is a good journey. I finally understand why Gilgamesh is so nice to you. Thank you, but is King Gilgamesh being nice? That was nice? Wow, ignorance is scary. And right now he's acting weirdly like a wise king. And he's never the kind of person who will make a plan that relies on other people. He's a brutal person at his core. He'll kill without a second thought, without the slightest regard for someone's circumstances or feelings. This time he's been playing the good-natured king. When it's time to fight an opponent like Mother, I guess he turns into a proper hero. It reminds me of when he was having fun with Enkidu. He was, well, you know, pretty cool back then. Just like in your legends. I see. But I think this King Gilgamesh is the man you can count on. He's got nothing left to lose now. I guess it's true that when the chips are down, people show who they really are. You and Horsey are like that too. Well, no, you're a little different. I mean, you're scared of fighting, right? You're still not used to killing, or people trying to kill you. That's right, I've been told that before, but I don't let it bother me anymore. I once spoke with a certain servant in a place like this, who told me something. Who was it? Bedivere or Cursed Arm? Wait. Oh! No, this is way back. Oh, there's nothing to be ashamed of in fearing battle. It's about taking lives. Of course it's scary. Just some people are more suited to certain weapons. There are those who are more suited to certain approaches to fighting. Mashu, you're not the type who can swallow fear during a fight. Or get used to it. That fear will follow you your entire life. I know. But I want to conquer that fear. At this rate, I'll never be useful to master. Excuse me? I got a little overheated. Tomorrow's the day we save him to prayer. My fighting spirit is already soaring. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You're not the type who can forget fear. You're the type who uses their courage to hold back the fear. It's the type of warrior who I trust and respect. Hold back fear with courage? Are you that way too, Leonidas? Unfortunately, I fear only the dead. I'm a king, after all. I've been trained since a very young age not to feel fear in battle. I'm sorry. It's none of my business. No, it's fine. It's true that I don't feel fear in battle. But I always feared going into battle, leaving my country behind, even to protect it. When I thought of the lives I was leaving behind, I gripped my spear so tightly I could crush it. The worst of all was that Thermopylae. I wasn't that right. The Persian enemy had 100,000 soldiers. We only had 300 Spartans. We were just a tiny part of a 7,000 strong Greek alliance. If we fought, we would be destroyed. But we were told if we surrendered and allowed the Persians to pass, they'd spare Sparta. Sparta was just a waypoint on their journey. The true target was Athens, you see? But if we failed to stop them, Athens was doomed. It could only be for a single day, or perhaps a few more, but our tiny resistance could perhaps save the great kingdom of Athens. To choose faith or to choose life, I didn't know which was right. I felt a fear greater than ever before. To leave my wife and child for certain death. I was beyond fearing my own death. I was not used to fearing for my family's future. But you went to war anyway. And somehow you held back the 100,000 Persian soldiers for several days with only a few hundred. And died. Oh, you spoiled the ending! I was about to watch it! Was that because you went into battle afraid? No. Only went to battle when I conquered my fear. I was given a divine message, Mashu. My uncertainty, I prayed for guidance from the gods, and I received it. If you go to war, you'll never return to Sparta, I was told. That rid me of my uncertainty. I knew I'd be able to fight like before, without hesitation or fear. Why? Even though you're told you'll not come back? I was not told that it would be meaningless to fight. That meant that even if we lost, Sparta would not fall. We would not return from the battlefield, but those deaths would have meaning. I realized that even if we never came back, our battle was going to protect those who would come later. And then I finally realized, it gave me the strength not to swallow my fear, but to replace it with hope. I bragged about this to my comrades, but you didn't know that, did you? I said. Everybody but you has been doing this whole time, impressing no one. All 300 of us started laughing. I really was a bit of a dolt. Till that last battle, I never realized the source of my comrade's strength. No, at the very last moment, I was able to finally realize. If I, casted a miracle at the Hot Gates, it was thanks to that. Listen to me, Mashuki. The reason you fear battle is because you know many things you care about. The more of those things there are, the more you overcome that fear, the stronger your heart becomes. That'll be your greatest weapon. As long as your heart does not break with fear, nothing will ever stain your shield. You will never be defeated. He's so cool! Also, he hit me with that, 2,000-year-old spoiler. Well, 2,400-year-old spoiler. I don't know the exact date. Huh. But still an amazing servant. He's like the voice of reason. Yes, he's a wonderful man. No, all heroic servants, spirits are great people. I'm lucky to have been able to learn so much from all those wonderful people. I see. So that's why your name is Chaldea, huh? What about Chaldea's name? Chaldea isn't the name of a country. It's an observatory, right? This body knew about it. You're observing the planet, just like the light of the stars in the night sky. There you can see the life of another person who shined in the distant past, separated by thousands of years. A story of the stars in the sky, and of this land. Weaving those together is what Chaldea does. I'm sure that wish is why I felt that I could work with you. You reached out your hand not to use us, but to know us. If the youngest generation who lives in the now comes asking for help, no elder could refuse. Story of the Stars. The true meaning of the name Chaldea. Well, I don't know how deep its creator was thinking. By the way, Mashu, is there anyone that Horsey has special feelings for? Yeah! Someone Senpai has special feelings for her? I don't really know why. I'm not really sure yet, but Arishkiko seems to really like her. Yuri and Besten. Guess that's what they call it. Guess you could call it imprinting? She was the first human who treated her normally. So just curious. Basically sisters, you know. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know what Senpai did before coming to Chaldea. Since coming to Chaldea, every day has been so busy, so in other words, Horsey is nobody? Okay, this is getting fun. It'll be a three-way affair. Is trying an affair? Between who and who and who? Okay, who's left? Okay. Oh, Nico. Oh. Are you going to the ziggurat too, Senpai? Thought I attacked the king one last time. Me too. It's kind of like a daily ritual after all. Let's go together. Is that a new sprite? I've never seen that smile before. Yes, with pleasure. I'll stay with you to the end, Senpai. What? The map of the underworld doesn't match what Arishkiko said? The priest has some documents on the underworld. You'll get them now. No, the Dinger can stay where they are. Keep them on the walls in all directions. The Dinger in the south and east gates can intercept Tiamat before the remaining soldiers there. Huh. Leave us for a moment. The Chaldean messengers are here. This is a good time for a break anyway. Save for 3 hours or so. I'll handle the rest. You're looking a little better. That means I can work you even harder tomorrow. So what is it tonight? Come for one final goodbye, have you? It won't be the last. Listen to you. You got me there. But, Gilgamesh? You got quiet. Is something wrong? Nothing. I was just thinking you haven't changed at all. You look so frail for someone who spent a month in Ryuk. The way you look, even after going back to Chaldea, no one will believe the stories you tell them. Tricking the goddess of Mount Ebe, I don't know. Log. The grand battle in the jungle, descended into the underworld, defeating Gorgon, and encountering Tiamat. They're all amazing stories to tell over drinks. It's surely a shame. Fo-fo! Well, it doesn't matter. I'll think of something for you to tell them about Ryuk. So what is it? You didn't come here just to say goodbye, did you? Idiots. Seems your mongrels feel responsible somehow. He said the line! Ryuk fell, many people died. It's all my fault for releasing Tiamat. Is that it? Fools. No one's interested in your repentance. Your misunderstanding is embarrassing. Mashu, you told me that only 5 people survived from Sumir, didn't you? That's wrong. It wasn't only 500. It was the great number of 500. After all, this present is different from the one I saw. In my vision, I was the only one left in Ryuk. But what now? It's sure that the end can't be changed. Ryuk's destruction cannot be averted. The 500 survived, even if they die tomorrow. Here, at this final moment, that is how many humans remain. I consider that a great achievement. I acknowledge the worth of those who still struggle against a fated death. They may have passed through the terminus of this area. King Gilgamesh? You knew, didn't you? The end was coming. That Ryuk would be destroyed. Yet you fought anyway? That's right. The Mage King sent the girl to this area and pulled Tiamat from the world of the void. At that point, I foresaw the future and told my people. Ryuk will be destroyed in 6 months. This doom cannot be averted. There's no need to say what came after that. You saw all of it with your own eyes. The people of Ryuk knew. They still fought. They tried their hardest to survive till the last day. That's right. I like that smile, Mashuki Aelite. If you were to take pity on them, I would have ended your life here. Right. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry, King. There's no need to be sorry. How humble can you get? Horsey, but there's no need to defeat the goddesses. Even if we did, Tiamat would still appear. I was certain that the 3 goddesses would destroy themselves. But you saved the people of Ryuk, had compassion for this land, chose to fight the goddesses. And this was the result. You saved the lives of 500 people who were fated to die. You should be proud of that. It is not a useless thing. Your money seems to be asleep. In that case, here's some unsolicited advice. This is about humanity and the singularities. You've traveled through 6 singularities so far. You must have fought many battles in the singularities. But when the Grail is recovered and the foundation of humanity is restored, all the damage from the singularities are erased. Was that what you were told? Yes. Once the incineration of humanity has been stopped, everything that occurred during the singularity is repaired. And nobody remembers anything we did. That's a lie. What? That's not true. The lives lost will not be restored. What happens can never be undone. So the future's doomed? But that wasn't what we were told. The singularities are anomalies in history. If that damage were reflected in human history, the whole course of history would have to change. That's not it. That's not it at all. It's just made to match. For example, let's say a dragon kills someone. Then you made the singularity disappear. The incineration of humanity is prevented. Even then, that person is still dead. Instead of being... Oh, I like how Master's sprite changed there. Instead of being killed by a dragon, history will remember them as having been killed by some beast. Uruk is the same. Even if you defeat Tiamat and remove the singularity, the first dynasty of Uruk will fall. All that changes is the explanation. Whether it's at the god's hands, or is simply deteriorated. Wait, how do you say that? Then our fight... That's right. It doesn't result in it didn't happen. I told you to be proud, right? You truly saved many lives. Do not be deluded by the notion that everything will go back to normal. You stubbornly, somewhat awkwardly, saved the lives in front of you. And the result is what you see now, Uruk. All your choices had a meaning. In nature, there's no glory without sacrifice. Loss and gain are always balanced. Much is lost and much is gained. Even without the Mage King causing chaos with the Grail, something just as bad would happen eventually. People of that era will weigh the scales of good and evil themselves. And the value will be judged by future generations. That's how human history is made, Horsey. Neither you nor I can say what became of your battles, what you protected, or what you left behind. Only those who come after you will know. So for now, follow the path you chose. Yes, we'll take your words to heart, King Gilgamesh. Thank you, King Gilgamesh. Alright, see you tomorrow. It's fine, don't worry about it. You know, I destroyed my own country once too. Oh! Yes, when I was spending all my time looking for immortality. Wandered for so long, I came back empty-handed to a desolate country. The citizens were so sick of their absent king that they all went to other cities. Only Sidori was left. Even Sidori just said, I wasn't going to leave until I got a chance to complain to you. I realized that was unworthy. That was unworthy of a true king. And decided to rebuild Uruk, since I was in search of a new goal anyway. So I came up with the idea of fortress cities, made Uruk what it is today. Once it feels like an age, in the blink of an eye, it's like a single remnant of a dream. But I haven't repented or anything, you know? Who I am will never change. A king doesn't live for his people. The people live for the king. But then what does the king live for? What else? He lives for the things he finds joy in. If anything, I ruled over Uruk for my own entertainment. And one of the things that entertained me was your struggles. I haven't seen the result yet, but you've done well enough. Tomorrow is the last day. Get some rest. Looking forward to the last fight, you know? Of course, leave it to me. We're still going? Oh, Kingo! So this is the Celestial Hill. This is so stupid. Or did I come here just before the end? It's the place this body remembers well. This place where they made the first friend and made a vow. It's meaningless. This place is meaningless, and so am I. I've lost everything. I should just shut down. My creator abandoned me, and I never even had a place to return to. I'm just a fake after all. What are you doing? Why don't you stand, fool? I can't believe this. Just how busy can I get tonight? That I could finally get some rest, but now I stumble on you. I'll forgive you for dripping blood everywhere, for falling to your knees, but I won't allow you to put up your corpse on display here. Get up and be gone. If you go, I'll ignore your crimes. What's wrong? Can't you stand? Were you supposed to be the god's greatest creation? I don't know what happened, but you've got a huge hole in your chest. Talk about letting your guard down. What gives you the right to look down on me? I won't let you. I think he's taller? Looks like he's a little taller, so... Dang it, I can't let you see me like this. Come to think of it, the thing's still been sitting around. I missed the chance to use it. It feels silly to just throw it away. You can have it. Is that the Holy Grail? Did he just... Huh? I knew you were using the Grail as a heart before. The Great Grail of Ryuk will work just as well. Why? Why are you doing this? I'm your enemy. Tiamat made me. Not your Enkidu. Just a doll with a different heart inside. That's right, you're not Enkidu. You're someone else using a stolen body. But even so, you're still worthy of my protection. No. My friendship. Do I have to spell it out, you hopeless fool? Even if your heart and soul are different, that body of yours is the one and only chain of the heavens on earth. Huh. Once, someone insisted they were a weapon to the very end. But if I had taken them at their word, it's only natural for me to care for you. After all, you're the successor to the weapon I trusted most. What's wrong with me favoring you? Very well, Kingo. It's the end of the world. Do as you will. Wait, I don't understand. What do you... I'm telling you that, no matter who your mother is or how you were born, simply do the things you really want to do. Like we once said, you said you lost everything. It's laughable. You still have your freedom. You can shut down your heart later. What? It's too late. Never had a goal I could strive for. Never had a will of my own to choose freedom. Choose from? Did I read that wrong? I'm not going to go back and check, but I really like that. Well, that chapter, I guess, but that question specific. It really drew, like, oh, yeah, there's a long one. Is it? It says I don't know if that means... No, it's absolute demonic jump Mesopotamia, so I think that's just going to continue into 21, right? Because normally it would be like 1 out of however many. I really like that because of how it kind of connected with one of Fate Grand Order's themes, which is something along the lines of, like, nothing is meaningless. There's meaning in every action, even if it's not witnessed, or something along those lines. It's something that's been repeated in pretty much every singularity. So, I like how, especially the talk with Mashu and Leonatus. And also, what King Gilgamesh revealed also is, you know, everything's literally not meaningless. But I remember Nerio's interlude. I don't remember that well, but basically, you're almost like reverting back to how it was supposed to be. Is that just a contradiction? Am I remembering it wrong and it was just like kind of foreshadowing, or I don't know. Since I don't remember, I can't really use that, but I don't know. I think that's just weird. Like, I mean, I guess that explains how we're able to go back to the singularities and for like free quests and stuff. But like free quests aren't really canon, but interludes are. That makes some sense. Huh. Okay. I'll see you guys next time with some more Fate Grand Order. We're almost there. We can make it to Solomon. We still have over 24 hours. We can do this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.